And 3, 2, 1, action.
Let's talk about the basic parts of the jointer. This is our wood joiner. This is the blade cover. This is the safety that covers the blade. These are all our cutting blades, and the safety covers it. The safety only opens the dimension of the wood that you feed through, so there is never excess blade exposed. That's important. On the front, we have our on-off buttons. When I turn the machine off, the button stays in. So now I can't turn the machine on. I have to pop the button back out before I can turn the machine on. This is our scale that shows how much cut we're gonna take. Right now you see it set up to about 1/16 of an inch. If I loosen this clamp and this knob, and then I use this lever on the right, I can adjust the depth of the cut, all the way up to 1/2 of an inch. There's no reason to cut 1/2 inch on a joiner. If you need to cut 1/2 inch, step right next door and use the table saw, take your main cut, then you can come back to the joiner, cut your 1/16 of an inch, and make it a perfect smooth edge, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to retighten this clamp, and I'm set up at about 1/16 of an inch. When I talk about the depth of the cut, I'm talking about the difference between the in-feed table and the out-feed table. So right now, that difference is 1/16 of an inch. When I feed my wood, I'm going to bump into the outfeed table because I haven't made a cut. When the cutter is rotating, it will cut 1/16 of an inch off of here, and will glide right onto the outfeed table. I have a couple of adjustment knobs on the back side here. This knob, if I loosen it, I can feed the table in and out. The fence. But there's no reason to do that, so I ask that you don't make that adjustment. This table is set to be exactly 90 degrees. The fence is 90 degrees from the table, and that's important for making a joiner cut, so I ask that you don't make an adjustment there either. This is our dust collection system for this tool that we will use. Even with the dust collection system on, this tool does tend to throw some dust from down here in the belt area. So when you're done with the joiner, you do need to clean up behind the tool. The 220 power for this tool is a little different. We only have one 220 outlet right here on this island, and it's for both the table saw and the joiner. So when I want to use the joiner, you'll see that this plaque was on the joiner. It says table saw in use, and that means I don't have power. So to use the joiner, I'm going to unplug the table saw, and I'm going to plug in the larger cord. Now the joiner's plugged in, the table saw is unplugged. I take the little plaque off. Now I'm ready to go make a cut. That's it for the joiner. Thank you.